Hey guys, welcome back to UK Here We Grow. It's April the 6th and so far this year we haven't even had a plot tour. So in this episode we're going to go and have a garden tour. Alright, so as you can see now, we haven't mulched this area yet, but everywhere else has been mulched. These are some of the trees that we put in just to grow as standards, and this one here is a bush pear, and that's a Williams bush pear, and it's starting to flower. That's also bush pear, so is that one here. These here we've got some plum. They're bush plums, so we can grow these as standards. And as you can see already, we've got some beautiful little blossoms here, so that's all great. Okay, now this next section, we've got 3 stumps here. All right, and I'm going to do more on that as we go, but the tops of these trees had died. However, further down they were living, so we decided to cut them off. What we're going to do is force some branching, and we're going to fan those branches that come, but more on that later on. Here we've got a start of some espalier trees. Okay, so we've started to get some roots, some branches going, and we'll tie these in as and when they go. And obviously we've got the cordons here, which we spoke about in an earlier episode. Here are the strawberries. I wanted to lift these this year and fill up these, fill up the strawberry beds, but they end up growing before I could get around to it, so they're going to have to stay as they are this year, and next year we'll sort that out, but it sank after filling it up. Here we have all of the raspberries. Again, they're coming up, and right opposite it we've got a blackberry, which I still need to prune. We've got some dead blackberries in. We take those out and we leave the new growth. After that we've got some gooseberries, and they're all coming on really well, and our blueberries are doing excellent. I got a bit of weeding to do here, but as you can see they're all looking fantastic there. Now the next thing we have are these guys. Now these are the honeyberries that everybody thought I'd massacred. I'm going to put a link up in the top corner, left hand corner here. Wayne has just turned up with Tina, so we'll have a quick chat with them in a minute. Say hello.
Hello.
Right, so but as you can see they've come back really good, and we'll have the same right across all 3 of those, but now they've got a better structure.
And me.
And you, is there? Say hello.
Hello, and I'm a plant.
You're a plant, are you? How do I?
I'm a plant, see?
Yeah, good. Right, here we have all the black currants, and they're all out in leaf now, and behind them we have the red currants. Like I said, we literally terraced this plot because it's quite steep. Now, the one other thing we've got here is a josterberry, and that's doing really well. We've got some area we've got to tidy up there. So we're coming up to the main plot now, and Caitlin and Wayne are being very silly. All right, get out of the way, thank you. Right, come on in. Right. So here we have the new plot, and Tina is... I got a reflection, hang on a second, I got to come around. Excuse me. I got a reflection then off the windows. So Tina is here with Wurzel.
My man.
Your man, yeah. Good. He can start paying for shit then.
Really? I might see more of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if you come here. You can see me if you come here.
No, you make me work.
I make you work.
Yeah, you make me work.
Do I, Al?
Yeah. And I ain't working.
You ain't working, I know that.
So enough of me out.
So this plot here, it was dug over, but I used it as a storage area for when I was building the shed. Here I have a hearth and a surround for a fireplace, which I will show you in a moment. We walk up the plot and
and we'll find out that is some sort of nice place where there's stairs and there's the electric and that.
So anyway, back to it. We got a load of soil here I got to deal with. That came from the shed build, which you know about. Here we still have a load of green manure, which were field beans and hairy vetch, and the same all down there, field beans, hairy vetch. So we will cut this down very shortly. The cabbage white are already out, as you can see over there. But so that hairy vetch and field beans will all be cut down and churned back in, and that'll produce some nitrogen into this soil and some organic matter. In here we've got all of the red barren onions. We've got some white onions at the end there, but they were quite long plug plants. The garlic are there as well, so they're doing well. Wayne, what are you up to?
Wearing gloves.
Yeah, wearing my bee gloves. All right. Where's your t-shirt? No. Right. So yeah, so the field beans and hairy vetch got to be cut down. There's some old brassicas in there. As you can see, the sprouts have gone to seed. I'm going to leave those go for a little while until I need the land. If they go to seed in time, then I'll collect the seed. If not, I'll pull them down. It's not a major issue. Now here I've got a load of windows and doors there for Jim. If you haven't seen his channel, get along there, and I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. And Jim is one of our admins on our Facebook group, so get down there. Now I've got some pallets here. This is where the old shed was sat, so they've got to come up, and we'll reuse that timber for something else, and the stack that's there as well. I've got to finish a path here for the shed, and again we've got the shed build here, which you've already seen. Inside is still a mess from when we done the shed build, so we've got a nice three-piece for in here when we finish. And there's the fireplace here. Now this is an old Parkway fire. The door is just over there by the chair, and that's going to go in this corner here, but we'll do more sort of episodes on this shed as time sort of goes on. Okay, so we're coming along here now. We've got a couple of water butts here. There's a 1,000 litre one there with the roof cut off, the top cut off, so that we can put a watering can in there, and these ones are linked up to Keith's shed next door, and but we're collecting the water on those, so we've got a couple of 1,000 litres of water there. We come around here. I've just used this as a storage area for the moment, and we've got a wood store that I built here, so all our timber is all stored there for when we want to do the next project. Up along here we've got all sorts of bins and barrels and stuff which we'll be utilising when we grow the giants, which I'll explain later on. Now here we've got 4 IBCs full of water. They are linked, and we're going to do an episode on that because we've been asked about it, but we will show that as well. The polytunnel and the shed, look, both catch water. They come into these two and they are shared. Now the only reason they're at different levels at the moment is because I've isolated this one off so that I can pump this one out. I want to move it to do a little bit of work just down in the corner of the shed there. In the polytunnel it's a bit of a mess. I've started preparing it, but like I said, this has been a staging area for the shed build. Our giant cabbage are now up in big flower buckets. These are the ones that you get from the from Tesco's and Morrison's and things like that they store the big bunches of flowers in. We've espaliered our grapes, which you've seen a video on already. Our giant carrots and parsnips are all doing great here, and so are our giant potatoes, and they're also in flower buckets now. They're doing really well. They're flying along. Here we have some hardwood cuttings of the grapevine, and I'll do an episode on that because we've been asked by a few of you when we've done the trellis in the grape video on how you do those, so we'll do a quick episode on that as well. And we have some strawberries here. I lost my lemon, I think, but I'm going to cut it right back and see how we go from there. The figs are all coming through again, and this is just a bit of a stinking area I need to clean up. So in here I've got a load of stuff. It's really hot in here at the moment, so I'm going to leave this door open to air it. But we've got all sorts of flowers, tomatoes, we planted some corn here, some sweet peas there and up here. They need to go out, they're just drastic at the moment. Got some tomatoes up here, you know, a couple of onions that should have been out a long time ago, but there you go, that's the way it is. We've been stuck behind a bit. So that's that. I'm going to take you around to see the pond. It's in a bit of a mess at the moment. The pond it's gone a bit green. I need to put a lily in it to help shade the water a little bit. There's Angel. Hello, darling. Hiya, babe. So there you go. Right, I'll take you up here. So we've still got a fair bit of work to do, but we'll manage it. It's a bit shaded around here at the moment because the sun is behind this big huge tree, so we need to really get that down, but it's not on our property at the moment. But the pond is shaded a bit at the moment, but it has been in sun all day and it's gone a little bit green, but it's because there's not enough plant growth inside the pond. All the marsh marigold things are coming on really well. They've come back, and all they would, if you remember in the video, I'm going to put a link up in one of the corners, but if you remember in the video, we just stuck them in through the holes there, and they're just sitting behind. All this grass is all coming back now, so that died off and now it's all coming back. This area, even the hostas are coming back, and I thought I'd lost those completely, so they're all coming back as well. So this area will be okay. I'm going to put a little solar pump in just to sort of move the water around a little bit as well, but the oxygenation plant isn't in there at the moment, and neither is the lily. We're going to dig in a path along here and put a retaining wall, and then we can finish this area off this year. So really that's it. Along here we're going to grow. I got a lot of algae along here that they're going to sort out, but we're going to put in some lettuce and things along here, which will mean that it'll be shaded quite a lot throughout the day. Anyway guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and we're going to get back to it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.